Okay, YouTube. What I've got here is an SKS stock. It's a friend of mine's. It's got a pretty serious crack. Let's see if I can show you. Got a pretty serious crack right in here and also right there. So I'm going to show you how you can fix, this is universal, I can show you how to fix any crack in a stock. It's just pretty much universal. So basically, what you want to do is start off with gun scrubber or acetone, because it might have some debris or some dirt or something, some cosmoline or some grease or something in there. Just spray it down and then let it dry out real good. And then what you want to do is take your Gorilla Glue, expanding polyurethane glue, I guess is what they call it, and you're going to need to pour it in the cracks, and then you'll have to secure it somehow. You can use surgical tubing, you can use string, you can use a gigantic ass rubber band, a bungee cord, just something to pull it together. Surgical tubing would be best, but if you've got some kind of paracord size string or rope, just something you can get a real good grip on and pull in. And also what you'll need is a piece of a barrel or something, you know, a piece of tube steel. But when you squeeze it together, it should give just a little bit, there should be just a little bit of room, so that way it can squeeze together all the way. So basically, with Gorilla Glue, you have to dampen the surface in there, and the surface is already damp because I've already done that. So we got to get started on this. So what we got to do is open it up, scrape off, because I haven't used this in a while. There we go. Okay. Alright. And this one had a mini cross bolt that was right here. I took that out because it wouldn't let me fully compress it. And it also had the magnum cross bolt, or the support piece, whatever that is. But anyway, just take it and just run a nice thin bead all the way down. Alright. And then this gives you roughly a half an hour to toy with. So, take your wood shaving, spread it above the crack, nice and even. And what you want to do is get your piece of steel and separate it very carefully. That'll suck down any extra glue. In any areas that you see that aren't taking on any glue, just add a good dollop and just separate it very carefully and bring it down in there. It may need some persuasion. And then if you've got pieces like this that are sticking out, just put a little in there. And then pour a little in there. You kind of want to keep it off the top surface. That's just more work you got to do later. But a little here, a little there, it's not too bad. It can all be fixed. If you get any loose pieces of wood in there, try to scrape those out as quickly as possible. There we go. Get out of there. There's no such thing as too much glue. Just make sure there's nothing underneath that can be ruined by it, because it might drip. Alright. Spread this a couple more times. Alright. Go ahead and throw that in there. And alrighty, sorry I had to cut on you guys. But my mom and my nephew came down here. Anyway, all I did was I wrapped this really tight. Every third time around I pull it really tight and then wrap a couple more, pull it really tight. And then, I'll take it down here to show you this. Have to excuse the cord, I'm not charged fully. But, alright, let's see. Right there. And that is the cross bolt, and I just put a little Gorilla Glue on that and ran it back through. Hopefully that'll keep it pulled together. Let's see how the underside looks. Well, it didn't really pull together there, but I can fill that. That's easy to fill, but you can see what it does. It expands and it takes on the and it filled all the gaps and all the voids in there, which is good. That's what you want. And Gorilla Glue will hold really tight. Basically, when it's applied properly, if anything breaks on it, it'll be the wood, not the glue. Yeah, I don't know, this is kind of a rough stock. I mean, it looks nice. It's got some defects in it. It's got a few rough edges there. It's kind of rough right there, but I'm not going to mess with it. This is just a quick fix, friend of mine. But basically you want to let it sit for 24 hours and then you can let it go. Yeah, 24 hours and then you can untie it and it'll be good to go. So I'll catch up with you then.